All right, this isn't a story we normally do. And no, it's not about news and streamers. It actually has to deal with Japan, but apparently Japan's largest tourist demographics are canceling their trips to the country in droves after a Japanese comic book predicted the 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster and warned about another catastrophe to come in 2025. Look, I want to go back to Japan so badly, but people, look. Listen. Hold on. Yeah. Let me just pull this up here, okay? The movie Demolition Man. By the way, the comic that they're talking about, it's Ryo Tezuki's 1999's publication, The Future I Saw. Okay, look, if you're basing predictions or basing your life around something that came out in 1999, look, Demolition Man came out in 1993, okay? And they said that in 1996, Wesley Snipes' character, a criminal named Simon Phoenix, would be controlling all of LA. And Police Sergeant John Spartan had also nicknamed Demolition Man, had to stop him, and we would have cryogenically frozen people. Okay, so everyone, please, just don't panic. But apparently, it is causing people to panic. So let's go ahead and share this tab here. Just want to share this with all of you. Okay, so first of all, some tourists are canceling their Japan trips after a manga that came out called "The Future I Saw" warned of a tsunami in 2025. Again, this same comic also predicted the Fukushima disaster. So let's talk about it. So Japan's largest tourist demographics are canceling their trips to the country in droves after a manga predicted that a 2011 Fukushima nuclear disaster warned of another catastrophe to come in 2025. The manga in question is Ryo Tezuki's 1999 publication, The Future I Saw. The stories were inspired by a collection of Tatsuki's dreams, which she would record in a notebook upon waking. I've had some very scary dreams here too. All right. And I've wrote them down too, but okay. One of her dreams inspired her to write the phrase, "The great disaster will occur in March 2011, the same month and year that the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami happened, resulting in the Fukushima nuclear disaster." The phrase graced over the cover of The Future I Saw 12 years before the catastrophe took place. Once this fact became widespread, the previously obscure manga became, or manga, not maga, manga, became a highly coveted piece of media, even selling at auction for 100,000 yen. Hold on. 100,000 yen to US dollar is really $695.29. Wow. Holy shite. Okay. The clairvoyant manga claims that the sea south of Japan will boil in July 2025. Oh, shit. Damn it. I got people I know that love there. So hold on. Not including May. We got June and July. Oh, damn it. All right. Well, listen. Nothing happens in July. We'll be lucky. The seas boil south of Japan in July 2025 and will cause a mega tsunami, she wrote in the manga. According to her, the tsunami will stem from a violent underwater eruption that will hit Japan, Taiwan, and Indonesia. The crack, she says, will appear under the seabed between Japan and the Philippines. Oh, boy. In her dream, she envisioned an earthquake 3 times the size of the Tohoku earthquake, with a deadly tsunami resulting from an underwater eruption between Japan and the Philippines. The disaster will supposedly affect Japan, Taiwan, and Indonesia. Since her previous prediction turned out to be true, those who hope to visit Japan during the summer are steering clear of the island country for the month of July. As reported by CNN, travelers are Japan's largest tourist sources are canceling their plans. According to Sin Yoon, the managing director of a Hong Kong-based travel agency, says the trips to Japan plummeted in half during April and are predicted to drop even more within the next 2 months. These travelers are largely from China and Hong Kong, which make up Japan's second and fourth largest tourist demographics. However, these fears have also made their way to Vietnam and Thailand, where social media teams with videos urging potential travelers to stay away. Yoon says these suspicions have become ingrained in people and said they want to hold off their trips for now. Tezuki has predicted a slew of other major global events that came true. For instance, she foresaw the 2020 pandemic and even the 1995 Kobe earthquake, which killed over 6,400 people. Given her apparent clairvoyance, Suzuki's prediction for the July 2025 holds a lot of weight for those who are superstitious. And even psychics in Japan are predicting a similar disaster for Japan at the time. So psychics in China are predicting a similar disaster. Oh, son of a gun. All right. Well, listen. All right. All right. All right. I didn't know she predicted that pandemic. God, I don't know. Goodness gracious, Cretaceous. Okay. All right. So normally I don't do these kind of stories. And for those of you who don't know, yes, Japan is very close to my heart. I love Japan. I love the culture, the music, the food, the people. I hope that she is so wrong and that nothing happens. Mustafa says, I call bullshit, not buying it. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. She said the affected areas are going to hit Taiwan, Japan, and Indonesia. And it's going to the eruption is going to take place somewhere between the Philippines and Japan, right? So for the people, because chances are Harlan's media, I don't know if we're going to reach a lot of people or not, but if you live in below sea level areas, now's the time to seek higher ground. You know, maybe live in a balloon for a while. And just be safe, okay? Okay? Let's just be safe, okay? Everyone right now, between now and all of July, let's just seek higher ground. Let's be safe about it. Prep up, buy some canned food, buy a generator, you know, and seek areas in which a tsunami will not reach you. Now, I know people who are actually more inland in Japan, so I think I don't want to test fate, but I think they'll be safe, and I think that's all that matters. So, everyone, now's the time to be safe, and now's the time to just beware. But I had no idea she predicted how the pandemic would play out or the 1996 earthquake. Okay, well, if she's clairvoyant, tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row, I'm not going to mock her fourth prediction, which if that turns out to be true in 2025, I guess whoever bought that comic, $695.29, well purchased, I guess.